Hey there, my friends. I'm Jack, and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. Hope you're all doing well. Here at the end of the week, I am about to get out of here pretty soon. I've been packing some stuff this morning. I think I mentioned maybe in the last video that I'm taking my first load of stuff down, and I'm going to go check out the area where I'll be living in a few weeks. Time's ticking away pretty quick, and I'm just kind of like a little antsy. I'm trying to get out of here before the rain comes in too hard because we got a lot of rain for the next couple of days. But anyhow, today I want to talk about what I eat on a raw food diet and why. Guys, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please go down and hit that subscribe button now. Then click on that little bell and check send notifications so you'll stay subscribed to the channel. Oh, and just so I don't waste anybody's time, this isn't one of those what I eat in a day videos. This is just kind of what I eat and why. And this is more for but it's for everybody, but it's more for my Instagram people than anybody else, because sometimes they're a little bit more confounded by the way I eat and just the simpleness and just the repetition over and over and over. So, you know, I started doing this lifestyle, and it's changed a little bit in the 9 years that I've been doing a very high raw food diet. And the biggest deal, what I eat has just evolved a lot with, you know, me learning more as I've gone along, me putting it through my body kind of as an experiment and seeing how I feel, filling in the gaps. But it's also been geographical, because you've got to remember or if you've never seen the origin story, when I became vegan, when I started doing this raw food thing, I was living in San Jose, Costa Rica. So I'm living around, I mean, literally, I could not have become a vegan in a better place, because there was fruit everywhere. I literally walked down the street and there would be a little kiosk every 30 feet. I didn't have to plan my bananas to ripen. There was always ripe bananas around. There was always pineapple around. There was always papaya, mango, all the good stuff. So when I was in Costa Rica, I kind of established as my base the fruit. Now, the bananas have always been a huge part of it. And still, even now that I'm in Alabama, bananas have been a big part of it here. Bananas are going to probably always, regardless of where I am, be you know, a fairly significant portion of my food, just because, you know, it's the bulk. You know, when you're eating this raw stuff, and especially somebody like me that has a hard time keeping weight on, you got to get those calories in every day. And some days, you know, it's just kind of like, you know, you got your bananas in. That's like how, you know, well, what am I trying to say? You eat your bananas, you got X amount of bananas you eat in a day, so you know you got a certain amount of calories out of the way. And then I just try to fill in the nutrition, you know, from there. But what I eat, I highly, I'm a big fruit person, but I'm not a fruit only person. If you figure it out, I'm probably kind of like Buddhist in my ways. I'm never extreme on one way or the other. I kind of walk that middle path where, you know, I don't know what the exact definition or percentage would be to make one fruitarian, but guarantee you I get a large, and I have gotten a large percentage of my calories over the year from fruit. But I'm not one of those fruit people that just says, that thinks fruit is everything and that's all we need and that's all we need to get on. For the ones that do, God bless you. Go find your guru. There's plenty of the gurus that are preaching the fruit out there, but it's never going to be me. The greens have like the wisdom of the greens has resonated with me from day one. So, you know, fruit for the bulk, fruit for healing of the body, fruit for cleansing of the body, the greens for getting the things we need, the minerals, rebuilding the body, and just, yeah, we just need those greens. So, you know, like I say, you start with the base of the fruit, try to get in as much greens throughout the day as possible. This will be a little bit repetitious for some of you that watch a lot of my videos, but as I've mentioned a lot recently, and I'm buying it today, Fiber Fueled, about getting variety. So we go from fruit to a lot of greens to then we start filling in with variety. You know, colors. How many colors can I get into my body during a day? Yesterday, chopped up some more stuff. I've been touting that a lot lately too. It's like having good stuff around and putting stuff in your salads. I have, right now, I've got a big Tupperware of chopped carrots in the refrigerator. I've got chopped purple cabbage in the refrigerator. I've got chopped purple onion in the refrigerator. I have tomatoes and cucumbers and onions marinating in the refrigerator. And at times I don't have any broccoli right now, but I get broccoli, so I try to mix that up, have as much variety and as many colors in the day as possible. I try to keep my fat moderate. I'm never like trying, I don't know. Once again, I kind of walk the middle way on the fat as well. I'm not one of these people that believes in uber low fat, like, you know, going way below 10% for long periods of time. Then again, I'm not one of the people that's like, oh, eat 30% of fat. I'd probably say it's up and down depending on if it's the cold time of the year or the warm time of the year. But I would say if you averaged it all out across the course of the year, my fat range would probably be in the 10 to 15%. It is a little bit more in the States than it was in Costa Rica, but once again, it's just, you know, like I say, I don't have the tools and the things here to do it exactly like I want it, like I did down there where I just had access to everything all the time. Another one is legumes, sprouts. Now for the fully raw crowd, and I'm mostly fully raw, I will eat, especially in summertime, if I can get some peas, I'll eat legumes cooked. But the bulk of mine and I'd say probably 90% of that comes from sprouting lentils. There's so much. Read about sprouting lentils. I've done a video on it, but there's so much information out there. Read the nutrition of sprouting, about how much more you're absorbing and how much better those sprouted lentils are than just your regular ones. But yeah, whether you're cooking or whether you're eating sprouts, I believe the legumes are something that we need. And as I mentioned the other day, I think I mentioned the other day or recently, I just remember saying this, is that I would like to start, when I get settled down where I am, I'm going to start trying to sprout other things. Next time I go to Pensacola, I'm going to get another sprouting jar. I'm going to get some maybe broccoli sprouts, alfalfa sprouts, different things, and kind of play with that a little bit more. Maybe even do some microgreens, although I find the sprouts a lot easier to get going. But those are the things. That's the base. But it's always about nutrition. And then on top of all that stuff, it's filling in the holes, just like using things like, you know, my blackstrap molasses for iron and for calcium. And also using things like, that's why I use things like tahini in some of my dressings. I don't use too much and I don't use it all the time, but I use that. The tahini, the sesame seeds, also very good in calcium. And I supplement. I know that's almost like a religious blasphemy to some raw fooders, but I supplement. I supplement with a vegan omega-3. I supplement zinc just to make sure I'm getting enough of that. And you know, I haven't been getting out in the sun, not direct sunlight as much, so I do a D3 supplement as well as a B12. You do you. Like I say, this is my video. That's just why I do. But that's kind of the base, and that's kind of how I eat all the time, most of the time. Those are parameters. I'm not crazy. I'm not nuts to go a little off that, but I don't do cheat meals. I don't go way off of that. You know, like maybe I use a little bit more fat one day, or I have this cooked this day, but I stay really close to that. And as for the why on a lot of the things you see, if you're, and like once again, if you follow me on Instagram where I'm posting repeatedly, or if you've watched me do enough what I eat in a day videos here, it boils down to laziness. And I don't like to put a lot of time into prepping my food. I've realized, I was thinking about this just last night when I was thinking about doing this video. It's been a totally different journey for me than any of you out there, because since day one, for 9 years, I've been by myself, and I've spent the bulk of my time by myself. I've eaten most of the meals by myself. So when you're just like fixing food for yourself, just eating for yourself, or I should say for me, some people enjoy it. There's just not a lot of motivation to get in the kitchen and chop a bunch of stuff and do fancy stuff and make all these different dishes. And that's why you see me eat the same things over and over. I don't like to chop. I don't like to do a lot of prep. And I don't have to. Although I tell other people to do prep, you do what you need to do. Doing prep, getting ahead, doing that kind of stuff a lot is like for the people that it's not clicking for. I just eat food. But that's why I eat a lot of salads. The banana and ice cream, what's the why behind that? That's just a good way for me to get a big, huge chunk of calories in one place every day. and I like it a lot. And I still have that kid's mentality. When you've never grown up, I just like the fact of eating ice cream for breakfast because I can. The green smoothies, I can get so much stuff in there. You know, I can get my fruit. I can get that's a big part of my daily greens. Cramming kale, cramming spinach into my green smoothies. I can add chia seeds. I can add hemp seeds. It's just a good place to add a bunch of stuff. Sometimes if I'm not having a salad for the day, I'll even put my lentil sprouts in there, and that's where I always get my blackstrap molasses. I don't really, the taste doesn't bother me, but you definitely don't taste it through a big thick green smoothie. And the same for the salads. It's just a good delivery system of nutrition, because on that salad I'll put a whole head of romaine lettuce. I get all those colors on there. Like yesterday I made a salad and I put some of the carrots on there, I put some of the purple cabbage on there, I put some of the purple onion on there, I put my sprouts on there, then I put my dressing on there, and then I had some steamed beets with it. So I just had, you know, so many different things going on and so many colors just in that one salad, and that's a good way to deliver it. So yeah, there are so many days that it's just rinse, wash, repeat, wash, rinse, repeat, wash, rinse, repeat. You know, I mix it up a little bit here and there, and like I say, one of these days I'm going to settle here. You know, I'm going to stumble across some other raw vegans to make food with, to hang out with, and then I will. Listen, I'll finish with this. Yeah, I mean, it's just, you know, it's just easier to do that kind of stuff, and it doesn't seem like such a chore when you're doing it with other people and for other people. When Melissa visited me in Costa Rica that last year that I was there, I guess it's been about 5 years ago now. I loved it. I didn't mind. We chopped every day, but there was 2 of us in the kitchen. We were talking, you know, we were making recipes. She was teaching me stuff, and that way I can see it. So if you're with people, you know, get in there, go silly, do the prep, cut up, eat a lot of salads or whatever. But this is why I eat like I eat, and this is why you don't need to try to follow me exactly. Just try to extrapolate and take what you can and emulate that into your lifestyle, because not many of you out there are going to be successful if you really try to just do it exactly like I do, unless you're under my, you know, exact circumstances. But one day, and I'll finish with this, it would be very interesting to have that person that would be my test tube, and they would just eat whatever I told them to eat for 3 months. That would be a dream, and then I could just kind of really see, and, you know, have somebody that was willing to do that. But anyhow, just my 2 cents worth. Like I said, I just thought this would be a fun little video, like I say, mainly for my Instagram people on Friday, to let them know how I am and what I'm about when it comes to this food. But anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed this video today. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up. Have a beautiful and a safe weekend, and I will see you on Monday, maybe. I'm coming back on Monday, so maybe Tuesday. Peace.